What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a video, and I hope everyone has a good day today. And I know this video is different from all the others, but I kind of wanted to do this either way. It's about like me telling you all some stories I thought of. Um, some are a little cringy, but whenever I start writing them, like start detailing them, like scripting them, or at least putting them into a story, I will eventually get to it. Like get to the point that it won't sound cringy at all, like a perfect story, kind of something you won't ever, something you probably wouldn't even hear about. Because my brain works kind of different, not from others, but different from like I do a little twist at some points. And lots of the stories I do have twists. I already have like thought about how I'm gonna do one. But I'll start off with the cringiest ones, and then go to the most uh I guess more stories that you never really or movies or shows you ever heard of, or like plots you haven't heard of before. Like the first one is kind of cringy, but it could work through. My boy claim it's called Robot Cinder. I just named it that, but no, I don't know why, but it is what it is. Um, it's the story. It's about a boy who claims to be having a dream about that a robot is trying to destroy his life by becoming his. Um, just like come to his school and start randomly shooting anyone who gets close to him, or at least start killing anyone who gets close to him. And he's trying to prevent that from happening by well, of course, he can't really shout it out, but people think he's crazy and stuff. Like basically, he's trying to, like I said, prevent it from happening, which is kind of, but he thinks it's real. But again, like I said, it sounds cringy, but once you get to the point, it just sounds something completely different from what you're hearing or what you think you know. And the next one is, um, I named it kind of cringy. It's called "It's Not Me, It's You." Wait, it's me, not you. Uh, his thing. It's called Brian Lindsay, a young and happy couple, as typical teenagers are. 5 years later, at the age of 23 years old, Brian sees Lindsay with another man named Carlos. He he his heart is broken, and he tells her, she says, you, it's me, not you. It's right, it's you, not me. Yeah, no mind. I know why I said it's me, it's not you. Shit. Technically, the title is called "It's Not Me, It's You," and basically the story goes on, but there's gonna be a little twist, kind of dark twist at the end. You pretty wouldn't like you don't really hear, but it's really a comedy romance type of story. Thinking, it is. Sorry, I got a text from on my group chat college, but yeah, it starts to change overall. It's I think it's kind of different from romance movies we see nowadays. But the, then I have another one called The Truth. It's actually I don't know what I had thought about it yet, but let's not get into that yet. I thought I had the plot for it, but I didn't. Maybe I'm finding another one that's kind of cringy. Don't. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's called Don't Dial Again, which sounds cringy about the title. Don't Dial Again. It's about a girl who technically got a stupid idea, which we see basically nowadays. People, I don't know if people still do it, but this story is basically telling students don't be doing stupid shit. Like, they'll play games that are bad for you because it end up being killed or a demon starts to chase you, like the Ouija, and the white people start playing with those. Like, I thought that you could play with a Ouija board at the age of six, but you can't do drugs until like you're in your 20s or you're a teenager, and you can't even um have alcohol until you're 21 or something. That's crazy. I understand that law, but that's crazy as hell. But you can open up demons from hell that could easily kill you right away. But alcohol, you could at least you'd be a smart that you could do prevent you from something bad happening to you, like taking at least a couple hours, not after start before driving, at least be experienced with alcohol before we get in trouble. But still, even with experienced people who drink a lot or have been drinking for years, so can still deal with stuff happening. But yeah. So basically, it's a girl who forced herself to call in her number, but she starts to, after calling that number, it basically starts strange things start to happening. Her boyfriend starts believes her that she shouldn't have done that, and you know how the story goes. But the story won't be the same. Won't be what you think it's gonna be, and be a little different. I'll make it different, so it won't be all predictable and stuff. But yeah. Another one I have is called mm, it's called Gone Too Fast, I think, or something like that. I know I named it Gone. I think it's Gone Too Fast, but not sure. What is it? I know I had it here somewhere. Yeah, I don't have the name. I think it's Gone Too. I think it's a. I'm naming it Gone Too Soon or Gone Too Fast. I think Gone Too Soon is kind of more of a better title than Gone Too than the other one. So it's basically a boy whose birthday is happening, and what's it called? The only one who knows is his brother. That his older brother is the only one who knows it's his birthday, and nobody thought it was his, like no one even knew like that day was his birthday, like until like he came in saying, "I know what y'all are doing. Y'all just trying to not uh member, and y'all just all tricking me so we could not have so we could have a below party." And it's a which is very untrue because the parents, even the mom, the sister, and the sisters and the dad all forgot it was their it's that boy's birthday, but his name is Ben, and his older brother um Harry is the only one who remembers it's his birthday, and thought of taking him to the mall before he even went home. Um, but they don't even tell him that they forgot. They just let it be. And um, a good thing that well, not a good thing, but he does go to his friend's house for a little bit. But she knows it's his birthday. She's the only one that does know it's his birthday too. And but they only talk for a while, but and because the bird drives him there to his friend's house and he's only at the age of 15. and they're very protective. The family's very protective and stuff. So, the bird kind of says she kind of just wants to walk home and just um pretty much walk home, and the bird kind of just doesn't feel like that's the right idea, but since it's your bird's birthday, he just letting it be. But eventually, something bad does happen, and the boy gets killed that same day. He gets killed on his birthday walking home, and basically the whole family, even the older brother, feels horrible for what happened to his brother, and the, of course the mom and the dad is very like hating themselves because they should have known his birthday. But that's the thing, because it's kind of sad, very well, it is very sad. But that's the whole point. Just don't forget your own family's birthday. It's basically telling you to always remember, because anything could happen, or it could also mean that like don't ever say something that you to your family member that you know is something it's rude but and very hurtful, because you never know um if something that bad is gonna happen to them, or you may not even see them again. So always remember that. That's why I'm basically making this story to let you all know that don't like treat your siblings, your mom, or even aunt or grandma or anyone that you know, even your friends, because I know that they may not be like family, but I know some people actually call their friends like family because they've been friends for so long. And like I call my best friend like family, and he's like a brother to me, even though of course we're different races, but I only even see races that race as a different color. She has all the same color. I think basically say African American, Chinese. It seems like they're all the same. They're all the same people. What's the difference? Just they talk, they walk. Well, if they have a disability, they can walk, but still they're all the same people with the same face. So what makes them different? So yeah, that's what the story is basically about. And be a so they're basically trying to. So back to the story, they're basically trying to find who killed the brother, the boy Ben, and so yeah, they're kind of paranoid, kind of scared of the neighborhood because um, slowly I think probably put down like some other people who got killed in that neighborhood, maybe like two or three, maybe two, maybe at the most, just because to keep it a more of a scary tone. But the story of it is basically drama, mystery, thriller, and crime. I didn't put horror like I normally put. It's just mystery, drama, crime, and thriller, and drama. I think it's yeah, drama. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So that's something that you really don't really hear that much. Uh, let's get into the better type of stories now. Hmm. I know some of the stories have are like sequels. Just trying to find which one is not a sequel to the other. That's not it. Oh yeah, there's one story. It's called Stay Alive. It's basically um, it's basically like uh these group of students, a group of friends who are in a theater, and it's just I say put diversity in this story. Basically, it's Chinese dude. Well, I don't know gonna be a Chinese dude, but a Chinese dude, a Chinese girl, a black girl, a black boy, a Mexican, a, Ch- a Mexican girl, and a white boy. They're all in this theater, and the black girls basically just watching they're all watching a horror movie in theater, and of course, I'm making a comedic and comedy. It's basically a dark comedy with lots of like I find it. It had like this is weird. This is very the movie's very weird. And be very weird. The story is basically funny, but I bet I'm gonna make all these stories into movies because that's kind of what I want to do. That's basically what my life is. I want that's my life expectancy kind of what I do. I also still want to do videos and reactions no matter what. Y'all my people, y'all my people. Um, what is it? You can't find it. It really is. You can't find it. Really get lost. Really get lost. Mm. Didn't get lost, but I think I put comedy or fantasy animation. And I have animation in there at one point, so don't be surprised. And be animation in there, so I can't wait till I actually make that. I think probably I make that theater my first movies whenever I get to be a producer or director or writer. That's what I really want to do in my life, and also reactions to YouTube because marketing is my degree in college right now. So it's better to know what the money is about, like knowing the money, how much you're gonna spend, like saving and accountants and all the other stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to do merch. That's the one thing I can't wait to do either. Merch. I can't wait. That'll make it like unisex. So yeah, it'd be comedy, uh, um, horror, animation, fantasy, and um, or and thriller and drama. Drama, yeah, gonna be a lot of drama. It's gonna be a very long. I make it a very long movie, maybe 2.5 hours of it, if I could. But yeah, um, so the story is basically about this group of kids that leave the theater because the people put behind them in the theater upset at them, upset at one of the girls, and they got mad, so they leave. And she, when she leaves, a group of friends leave the theater, the room as well because they're basically a group of good friendship in the story. So keep that in mind as well. And once they do, they leave the theater, and then, like, all of a sudden, this, like, all of a sudden, this person just comes up to them and touches them in a way. It basically, basically, the story is about around the pandemic year. This is also a movie is about the pandemic. I felt like I actually wrote this back in 2020. And it's crazy. Sick. The movie Sick. It basically takes around COVID, and oh my god, I literally think they stole my idea. I think they stole my idea. They like just something in my mind, and like they stole my it's kind of stole my idea. Anyways, this person bumps into them, and uh, it gets kind of angry, and he curses them. And whenever they go back to the inside the theater, I mean, they gonna tell the police officer, but there's a police officer in there as well. And when they go inside, they enter this weird world. Like they're in like a horror game or like this game like you cannot really know it. Like oh no, they can't. I don't know how to explain it. It's like lots of things are going on. Like um uh not a game, but like a movie type of game. Like, I don't know, it's man. It's like unrealistic. It's very unrealistic. Like the game. It's like a game that doesn't even exist. It's like he cursed them to go inside this world and trying to find their own way out, and they don't find their own way out. And like in like there's a time limit. I think the time limit they actually gave them 2 days to find a way out. And the weirdest part is that the food in that game or whatever it is, it's all like gross and disgusting and like um they don't even know if they want to eat it because they don't want to get sick, especially around COVID year. They're afraid. And the craziest part is that it goes back to the 80s. That's where the game or movie they're in takes place. And this is one part. It's like, what year is it? Why everyone walking around without a mask? That's what one of the friends say. What year is it? What year is it? It's 2022. It's the COVID. I mean, 2020. It's a COVID pandemic year. It's hilarious. I make it hilarious. With the so yeah. That's basically all the stories I'm gonna tell you today. Wait, I actually have one more. It's called A Doorway to Hell. Doors of Hell, or something like that, naming it. Because this is basically, I don't know, I would consider a spin-off over the game, the one story called Dial Again. Yes, yeah, I'm probably do that. It's kind of smart. That'd probably be like a sequel, extended cinematic sequel movie that take place in the same universe. Or it could be the same people from that don't die again will be in that other movie that I'm gonna do. It's called just said The Doors of Hell because they're probably basically trying to prove they do a YouTube video, and in this YouTube video they playing this game called Yellow Door and Blue Door, which I'm pretty much some of y'all may have heard of, and they're trying to enter this boy's mind. The first one was about a girl. This one would be a boy, so that's why I made it like that. It's kind of like gender swap this time, but a different game. So this group of students are trying to prove that this game is bad. You shouldn't play it, and they're doing YouTube over it. So other students won't play with it, or any kids won't play with it because it's such a bad game to play. Because you're basically entering your own mind, but you shouldn't be doing that. I want into my mind. I want to know what my mind's thinking outside the box. So yeah. So basically, they're all basically. There's one boy has to be the one entering his mind because uh, you understand why once I get to the point. But I'm gonna say right now is that they're all they're basically doing there's yeah because the solar saw is very cringy nowadays, and whoever the solar shawl will have to go um be the one who goes inside their mind. So yeah. Not all my journals. That did back in uh 2019, the year before the pandemic. Basically, I think that's my junior year, or like either my junior year or sophomore year of that first graduate. I don't remember, but yeah. Is that my English? Is that my Western philosophy professor? I think that is. Anyways, yeah. Um, that's all the stories I'm gonna tell you today. So, if anyone you like the most, comment down below. Also, comment down what other videos I made you, and I'll eventually get to them. So, keep that in mind. Hope all of y'all have a good day today and a good um rest of the week as well. Thank you for watching, and I probably won't edit this because I'm too tired as hell. So yeah. Bye.